Welcome to the Traveling Zen Space. This is a short restorative yoga practice for anxiety. Grab all the props that you may need and be a little extra and grab some extra pillows and couch cushions. We're going to begin in a seated posture. Remember, your body is the guru. Honor and listen to it. You have an option to use some essential oils. This one is mixed with jojoba oil, and I'm just going to put a drop in my hands and rub the palms of my hands together and cup my nose and take a few deep inhalations. We're also going to move into a tapping practice where you tap on your chest with your fingertips. I'm using the palm of my hands. This is to calm the nervous system, to ground. Taking a few more inhalations of the essential oil. And then I'll do a few more tapping on the chest. We're going to stop and end the tapping. Take a deep breath and then release. Let's prepare for our first restorative posture. We're going to sit up for Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly. Grab your bolsters and your pillows and set it up vertically behind you. And grab your yoga blocks or pillows and place them on either side of you. These are going to go under the knees. If you want a little bit more cushion and comfort, you can place a blanket under the hips. And if you want to add a little bit more height to the bolster, you can place it on some pillows or blocks just to elevate the head and make it more relaxing. Bring the soles of the feet together. Grab your blocks, position them under the knees. When you're ready, come to lie down. In a restorative yoga practice, postures are usually held for 5 or more minutes. And typically you will find that the practice consists of a low number of postures. Today we'll be doing 4 postures and holding them for 5 minutes each. You have the option of putting sandbags or a weighted blanket on the hips to help the hips to release and to ground down. You can place the arms by your side with the palms facing up and relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Give the weight of the upper body to your bolster and your pillows. Release any holding in the hips and the knees. And soften the belly and soften the heart center. Reclined butterfly pose is believed to have the ability to help with lower blood pressure. It's a deep hip opener with great benefits such as muscle tension relief, aiding with fatigue, stress, and insomnia. This is also a great posture to support the reproductive organs, and this posture helps you to expand your lung capacity by opening up the chest and the heart center. take an inhale and gently and slowly, like you're moving through honey, begin to move any props that were on top of you aside. Set the blocks to the side for later. And we're going to move into the next posture, a supported spinal twist. Bring your left hip to your bolster and bring the left shin parallel to the side of your mat. Bring the right knee to meet the bottom of the left foot. And then you're going to twist the upper body towards your bolster. Take a moment to inhale and lengthen the back. And on an exhalation, you'll bring the heart forward and land the torso right on your bolster with the left cheek down. And take a moment to scan the body and make sure you're releasing any holding and tension, especially in the right glutes. It may not feel like much is happening in this posture, but that's exactly what you want. It's in the resting that the parasympathetic nervous system kicks in and starts a process of repairing and restoring. And that keeps us balanced on a cellular level to keep us nice and healthy and our cells functioning properly. A spinal twist is so healthy for the muscles lining the spine. It releases the muscles of the lower back and relieves pressure off of the sciatica nerve. It also helps with neck strain, and it stimulates digestion and elimination. It's also a very calming posture for the mind and the nervous system. You have the option in your practice today to move a little bit deeper in the twist by lifting the head and coming to rest on the right cheek. On an inhale, gently release the neck first, and then push the body upright. You're just going to switch the positions of the legs and move over to the other side. Now the right shin is parallel to the side of the mat, the right side of the mat. The left knee comes to the bottom of the right foot. Take your time and turn and twist the chest over to your bolster. And then just melt down, resting the right cheek on your bolster. Soften the upper body. Rest the back of the hands on the ground with the palms facing up. This allows the shoulder heads to roll open. And if you did so on the other side, you'll lift the head and comes to rest on the left cheek, getting an extra twist in the upper back and in the neck. Take your time to gently release the spinal twists, unraveling the neck first, then the upper body. And just come to sit up just for a moment. Maybe take some neck rotations, moving slowly and gently, taking your time. Let's set the props off to the side. Now we're going to set up for a supported bridge pose. Grab a yoga block, a bolster, or your pillow. With the feet flat on the ground, knees pointed up, you're going to push into the ground with your feet and lift the hips and place the yoga block or prop right under the hips. Not in the lower back, but right behind the sacrum, right where your tailbone is. And you can position your hands where it feels comfortable. They can stay by the side, or you can cactus your arms up overhead. And as you breathe here, allow the lower back to sink down. Allow the hips to grow heavy and ground down into your prop. This supported bridge pose is a great release for the hip flexors and the lower back, and it is gently opening the chest and releasing tension from the shoulders. You have the option to do so if you feel called to place either a sandbag, a weighted blanket, or one of your other props that are heavy right on the hips for a more grounding sensation and to weigh the hips down, which will encourage the hips to relax and release. For the last couple minutes of our supported bridge, you have the option to extend the legs long and straight to move a bit deeper into the posture. The whole front line of the body will be feeling a stretch here, especially the front points of the hips. And if there's any pain or pinching in the lower back, you will want to release the posture. Gently bring the knees back up, the feet flat on the ground, and remove any props that you may have had on your hips. Gently lift the hips, move the block off to one side, and hug the knees in towards the chest. Taking a counter pose to our back bend. Taking a rock from side to side, relieving the tension, giving the body time to adjust. Then lift the head and squeeze into a ball for a moment. We're going to stretch the legs out long. And you can take your traditional Shavasana, or you can set up for a restorative Shavasana by placing the bolster under your knees. You have another option to grab your blocks, and we're going to create a sort of platform to elevate the legs. You set up your blocks across from one another, and you'll set your bolster right on top. So there's a block on each end of the bolster. You bring the hips close to your bolster platform, and you'll rest the knees right on top of the bolster. And if you'll notice in this posture, the hips relax down, the lower back releases. Let's take a body scan, relaxing the toes, the shins, the knees. Let go of any tension in the thighs, the buttocks, the lower back, the belly. Soften your heart, the back of the heart, and your shoulders. Release your jaw, the muscles around the eyes, and even the muscles on top of the head. And relax in complete stillness. Slowly and gently start to invite some movement in the feet and in the fingers, preparing to release our restorative Shavasana. You might want to take a nice big long stretch with the arms up overhead. Take your time to move to a side lying position. Take a moment to thank yourself and extend gratitude to your body and you. Slowly push your way up, keeping the gaze soft and the body soft. Come into your easy seated pose. Sitting up nice and tall. And give yourself a moment to observe the state of your mind and your body. Take an inhale, spread the arms out wide, the palms come to touch overhead. Rest the palms on the forehead as a reminder that you are the master of your Zen. Palms come to rest at the lips as a reminder to communicate our truth with authenticity and kindness. And rest the palms at the heart center as a reminder to know thyself and love thyself. Thank you for practicing with me. Peace and ease to you.